Hello everyone, this is Afzalur Rahman. In our today's class, we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of haloalkane. In our last class, we have discussed about the methods of preparation of haloalkanes. And today we will discuss how these haloalkanes react with other reagents or other chemicals to produce different products. That means the chemical properties of these haloalkanes. So first of all, number one, reaction with aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH, aqueous sodium hydroxide or aqueous potassium hydroxide. Okay, so these haloalkanes on treatment with or on reaction with aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH, it produces alcohol. And this reaction is a substitution reaction. Okay, so here we are considering one haloalkane. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl. Okay, so this is one haloalkane, chloroethane. This upon treatment with aqueous NaOH. Okay, so it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond OH plus NaCl. Okay, here you see this nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place. Here this OH minus is a strong nucleophile than this Cl minus. That's why it replaces this OH minus replaces this chlorine from this carbon. Okay, and it produces alcohol. Its name is ethanol. And this is chloroethane. Okay, suppose another reaction. Bond CH2 bond Br plus aqueous KOH. What will be the product? It will form CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond OH plus KBr, potassium bromide. Okay, same type of reaction. Or you can write this reaction like suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Br plus KOH. Okay, now here we are writing only KOH. Okay, aqueous KOH means in presence of water. This potassium hydroxide is dissolved in water. Okay, so this reaction we can write like here KOH and here H2O. So this means aqueous NaOH. Okay, so here substitution reaction will take place and will give the product. Okay, or this haloalkanes on treatment with silver oxide. It also produces alcohol. Okay, so we are writing another reaction, CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus AgOH. Okay, so it will produce CH3 bond CH2 bond OH plus AgCl. Okay, so here AgCl will be removed, so we are left with CH3 CH2 OH. Okay, so the first reaction, this is reaction with aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH. Okay, so these haloalkanes on treatment with aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH or silver oxide, it produces corresponding alcohol. So this is the first chemical properties of haloalkane. Number 2, reaction with NaCN or KCN. Reaction with NaCN or KCN. Reaction with sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. Reaction with KCN or NaCN. Reaction number 2. Okay, so these haloalkanes on treatment with potassium cyanide or sodium cyanide forms corresponding cyanoalkane. Okay, so let us consider one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus suppose NaCN, sodium cyanide. So it will give CH3 bond CH2 bond Cn plus NaCl. Okay, so this NaCl will be removed, So we are getting CH3 CH2 CN. Okay, and the reaction, suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond Br plus KCN. Then what will be the product? You will get CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond Cn plus KBr. Okay. So here you see, in this NaCN and KCN, both these molecules are ionic molecules. Okay, ionic compounds. They are ionic compounds. So here Na plus and Cn minus. This is K plus and Cn minus. Here you see the maximum charge density, this negative charge density is over carbon. Okay, that's why this carbon undergoes this nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, here. So here you see this bond CH3 CH2 CH2 Br. This bond we have here, in this bond we have delta minus. This Br is del minus. This here in this bromine we have maximum charge density. As a result, this will become del plus. Means this carbon is electron deficient and this is electron sufficient. So here you see, and this Cn minus, in this Cn minus, K plus Cn minus, the maximum charge density over this carbon. So here this carbon will attack this Cn will attack this carbon. As a result, this bromine will be removed. So it will attack this this bromine will attack this potassium. So it will be released as KBr. So we will get CH3 bond CH2 bond Cn. Okay. Similarly, this one is del minus, this one is del plus, electron deficient, so this Cn will attack. So it will form CH3 CH2 Cn plus NaCl. Okay. Next reaction is reaction with AgCN. Reaction with AgCN. Reaction with silver cyanide. Reaction with silver cyanide. Okay. Reaction number 3. Reaction with AgCN. Okay. So this haloalkane on treatment with AgCN forms alkyl isocyanide. Previously, this haloalkanes on treatment with KCN, sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide, it forms alkyl cyanide. But with AgCN, it forms alkyl isocyanide. Okay. So suppose let us consider one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus AgCN plus AgCN. So what will be the product? It will form CH3 bond CH2, okay, bond NC. Okay. If this is Cn, then it's called cyanide, and if it is NC, then it's called isocyanide. In presence of KCN or NaCN, it will form cyano compounds, but in presence of AgCN, it will form isocyanide. It will form NC. Now question comes why? You see here, in the previous reaction, this NaCN or KCN, these are ionic molecules. These are ionic compounds, but this AgCN is a covalent molecules. Okay. Here this bond is a covalent bond. Okay. And here this maximum charge density is over nitrogen. So nucleophilic attack is carried out by only nitrogen. So here you see, in this bond we have Cl is del minus, carbon is del plus. Okay. So this is electron deficient. Okay. So here you see, from this molecule, over this nitrogen we have maximum electron density. So this nitrogen will attack. So this nitrogen will attack this carbon. Okay. As a result, the valency of this carbon will increase. Consequently, this bond will break. Okay. So Cl will be released and it will attack this Ag plus. It will attack the Ag plus. So AgCl will be removed. So here we have AgCl. Okay. Silver chloride. Okay. But we are getting CH3, CH2, NC. Okay. Nitrogen attacking. So that's why nitrogen comes first. So CH3, CH2, NC. Alkyl isocyanide, or its name is ethyl isocyanide. Okay. The reason is that this AgCN, this potassium cyanide or sodium cyanide, they were ionic compounds, and the maximum charge density is over carbon. That's why this carbon The nucleophilic attack was carried out by carbon, that's why it forms CN products, cyano compounds. But in case of AgCN, it is a covalent bonded molecules. Here the maximum charge density is over nitrogen, so the nucleophilic attack is carried out by nitrogen, so it forms NC product, okay, alkyl isocyanide product. Okay. Next reaction with silver nitrate, AgNO2. Reaction with AgNO2. Okay, AgNO2. Haloalkanes on treatment with AgNO2, silver nitrate produces nitroalkane. Produces nitroalkane. Suppose we are considering one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Br. Okay, now bromoethane plus AgNO2, silver nitrate. Okay, now it gives here AgBr molecule will be removed, so we are getting CH3 bond CH2 bond NO2 plus AgBr silver bromide, and its name is nitroethane. Nitroethane. Okay, so this haloalkane on treatment with silver nitrate gives nitroalkane. Okay, you can consider any other reaction, no problem. Okay. Now next reaction is reaction with ammonia. Number 5, reaction with ammonia. That is reaction with NH3. Okay. These haloalkanes on treatment with ammonia, it forms a mixture of products. It forms primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary ammonium salt. Okay. So let us consider one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus NH3. It will give CH3 bond CH2 bond NH2 plus HCl. Here you see from this and this NH3 you can write NH2 bond H, no problem. So here is one HCl molecule will be removed. So we are getting CH3 CH2 NH2 plus this one. Okay. Now see. Now this molecule, this ethyl chloride molecule will once again react with this amine. Okay, and it will form 2 degree. This is 1 degree amine. Okay. So it will further react this CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus this molecule CH3 bond CH2 bond NH2. Okay. So it will further react to produce 2 degree amine. Okay. So how? You see here this NH2 you can write NH bond H, no problem. Okay. So here one HCl molecule will be removed. Okay. So what we are left with? We are left with CH3 CH2 NH CH2 CH3. Okay. So we can write CH3 CH2 twice NH plus HCl. So this is 2 degree amine. Okay. Now again this molecule will react with this ethyl chloride CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus this molecule CH3 bond CH2 2 times NH. Okay. So this is 2 degree amine. This is 1 degree amine. Okay. So it will further react to produce 3 degree amine. How? You see here we have this NH. We can write N bond H. So one HCl molecule, another HCl molecule will be removed. So what we are left with? Here previously we have 2 molecules of CH3 CH2. Now it will attach another molecule of CH3 CH2. So it will become CH3 CH2 3 times N plus HCl. So this is 3 degree amine. Okay. And this 3 degree amine will once again react with this CH3CH2Cl ethyl chloride, CH3CH2Cl plus CH3 bond CH2 3 times N. Okay. Now here you see there is no hydrogen. Okay, now there will not be any removal of HCl. Okay, because in this 3 degree amine there is no hydrogen. Rather here they have the donation of electron takes place. Here the donation of electron or nucleophilic addition takes place. Okay, here you see this is del minus, this is del plus. So as a result, this nitrogen will donate this electron to this carbon. Okay, and we attach these molecules with it. Okay, so it will give CH3 CH2. Here you see previously it has 3 molecules. Okay, 3 groups. This CH3 CH2 3 molecules. Now here it is attaching another group, so it will become CH3 CH2 4 times. Okay, and here N plus, because nitrogen is donating its own electron, N plus Cl minus. Okay, so it will remain as a ion. So it's called quaternary ammonium ion or quaternary ammonium chloride, 4 degree ammonium chloride. Okay, so this is quaternary, this is 4 degree, or it is called quaternary ammonium salt or quaternary ammonium chloride. Okay, so this haloalkanes on reaction with ammonia, it gives a mixture of product. It forms a mixture of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt. Okay, now next reaction is reaction with sodium metal. And this reaction is called Warge reaction. So number 6, reaction with sodium metal. Okay, so this haloalkanes on reaction with sodium metal, it produces higher alkane. And this reaction is called Warge reaction. Suppose we are considering one reaction. Suppose CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus sodium. Okay, Na, sodium metal. Okay, plus we are taking 2 molecules. Suppose Cl CH2 CH3. Okay, this ethyl chloride molecules, 2 molecules with sodium metal, it will give higher alkane. Okay, in presence of dry ether solvent, it will give higher alkane. Here you see 2 molecules of NaCl will be removed. Okay, now so what we are left with? CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH3. Okay, so this is N-butane. Its name is N-butane plus twice NaCl. Okay, so you can write other reaction also. Suppose CH3 Br, 2 molecules of CH3 Br plus sodium in presence of dry ether. Then what will be the product? You will get CH3 bond CH3 plus NaBr. Okay, plus twice NaBr. Okay, plus twice NaBr. How? You see this CH3Br, you can write CH3Br plus twice Na plus Br CH3. Okay, so here these 2 molecules of NaBr will be removed. We are left with CH3 bond CH3 plus twice NaBr. Okay, and this reaction is called Warge reaction. This reaction is called Warge reaction. Okay, in this Warge reaction, it will form alkane with even number of carbon atoms. Okay, next, number 7, reduction or hydrogenation. These alkanes on reduction or these alkanes on hydrogenation in presence of metal like nickel. Okay, now it will undergo reduction reaction to produce alkane. Number 7 is reduction or or hydrogenation, okay. So this alkane, this haloalkane on hydrogenation or on reduction, suppose we are considering one reaction CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl plus H2 in presence of nickel catalyst, okay. So here hydrogenation reaction will take place and it will give corresponding alkane, okay. So here you see this hydrogen, you can write H bond H, so one HCl molecule will be removed. So what we are left with? We are left with CH3 CH2H, means CH3 bond CH3. So you are getting CH3 bond CH3 plus HCl. So it will give higher alkane. So its name is ethane. So this haloalkanes on reduction or hydrogenation in presence of metal, it gives alkane. Okay. Next reaction is rearrangement reaction. Next reaction is number 8, rearrangement reaction. Okay, these haloalkanes molecules can undergo rearrangement reaction. They can undergo rearrangement to produce different products. Okay, number 8, rearrangement reaction. Okay. So these haloalkane molecules can undergo rearrangement reaction to produce different products. Okay. Suppose we are considering one reaction CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond Cl. Okay. Its name is 1-chloropropane. So this 1-chloropropane on treatment with anhydrous AlCl3. This anhydrous AlCl3 is a Lewis acid. Lewis acid, okay, at high temperature condition. So this molecule will rearrange to 2-chloropropane. It will rearrange to 2-chloropropane to CH3 bond CH bond Cl bond CH3. Okay. So here you see previously this carbon is 1, 2, 3. Previously this carbon is this chlorine is attached with the carbon number 1. But in this case here you see this carbon is shifted to the carbon number 2. Means here the rearrangement reaction takes place. Okay. Here you see the molecular mass and the molecular formula of both these molecules is same. Only the rearrangement of atoms takes place. Okay. So its name is 2-chloropropane. Okay. So this chlorine will rearrange to this second position. As a result, one hydrogen, this CH2 one hydrogen will be substituted to this CH2 group. So it will become CH3 and this chlorine will shift to this carbon number 2. So you will get CH3 bond CH bond Cl bond CH3. So this haloalkane molecules can undergo rearrangement reaction. Okay. So these are some of the chemical properties of the reactions of haloalkanes and haloanes. Okay. So what we have discussed so far now, we have discussed some of the chemical properties of haloalkanes. First of all, we have discussed reaction with aqueous NaOH or KOH. Okay. These haloalkanes or reaction with aqueous NaOH or KOH, it forms corresponding alcohol. Or these haloalkanes on treatment with silver oxide, it produces corresponding alcohol. Okay. Number 2, we have discussed this reaction with KCN or NaCN, means reaction with sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. Okay, both this KCN, NaCN, potassium cyanide and sodium cyanide, they are ionic molecules. So these haloalkanes on treatment with KCN or NaCN, it forms corresponding cyanomolecules. Okay, now alkyl cyanide. After that, we have discussed reaction with AgCN, silver cyanide. These haloalkanes on treatment with silver cyanide, it forms alkyl isocyanide. Because in this reaction, this AgCN is a covalent bonded molecules. Okay, so the nucleophilic attack is carried out by nitrogen. Okay, that's why it forms NC product, means alkyl isocyanide product. Okay, and after that we have discussed about the reaction with AgNO2. Reaction with AgNO2 means silver nitrate. Reaction with silver nitrate, this haloalkanes on reaction with silver nitrate, it gives corresponding nitroalkane. After that, we have discussed about the reaction with ammonia. These haloalkanes on reaction with ammonia, it forms a mixture of products. That means it forms primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary ammonium salt. Okay. And then we have discussed about the reaction with sodium metal. We have seen that these haloalkanes on reaction with sodium metal, it forms higher alkane. Okay. So here this reaction is called Warge reaction. Okay. After that, we have discussed the reaction with hydrogen or reduction reaction or hydrogenation reaction. We have seen that these haloalkanes on hydrogenation or reduction, it gives higher alkane. Okay. And after that, lastly, we have discussed about this rearrangement reaction. We have seen that these haloalkanes on treatment to the anhydrous AlCl3, it rearranges to some other molecule. Okay. Here in this reaction, the molecular formula, the molecular mass remains same, only the rearrangement of this atom takes place. Okay, so this is rearrangement reaction. So for today's class, up to this, okay. So here in this chemical properties, we are left with two reactions. One is elimination reaction, and the one is substitution reaction. There is unimolecular SN1 and SN2, unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, and bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, so these two topics we will discuss in our next class. Okay. So for today's class, up to this, thank you everyone.